Hey, this is Rich over at TVP Live with another quick tips tutorials brought to you by Photoshop Elements Custom Tutorials Group. And let's jump right into today's poster. Want us to know how to color this graphic. I'm going to assume that this is not a font because it looks pretty custom as a graphic. And because of these bounding boxes, it tells me that Elements is considering it a graphic. So in our case, this is just a copy that I took offline on Facebook. What we're going to do is we're going to trace this to make our own version, and that's just what I did. I'm going to turn off the posters version, the very top layer up here, and next is my version. This is my layer that I created. If I turn off the white background, you'll see that I created my own version. So now we can get rid of the poster's original and work with our version. So basically the poster wants to know, how do you color this graphic? If I turn the background back on, I'm going to lock the background by hitting the lock key, come back to our original, which is this graphic here. So how we color this graphic is you come over here to the color palette and you see on the left, the top left square here that's white. If I click it here, the palette opens up and you can choose any color you want and different shades of any color. So if we want pure bright red, I'm going to put that on the top. Then you take the color circle and with the left mouse button you can choose, and you see whatever shows up here is the color that you've chosen. So if I want, let's say blue, this is the blue range, but within the blue I have a bunch of different choices to choose from. So we go to red, go to the top there, choose red, I'll hit OK. Then we go over here to the paint bucket, grab the paint bucket, come over here and just click somewhere within the graphic, and boom, it changes the graphic from white to red. Now if I wanted to make something that was kind of a gradated color, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and right click on the layer and I'm going to hit duplicate, and that duplicates the layer so that's two layers of red. Let's change the color of one of those two. Let's say something like blue. I'm going to use get a nice light blue like this. I'll hit OK. Once again with the paint bucket, come over here and click in the middle, and now it's blue. Now because we have two layers on top of each other, I can toggle the blue on and off and it shows the red underneath. If you want to do a gradation, all you got to do is choose one of these. I'll choose the top one and grab the eraser, come down here. I'm going to open up my tools and I'm going to get a brush, a big brush, but not a hard brush, a soft brush. So if I scroll down to the soft brushes, I can scroll down to, I don't know, let's say something like 300 point. You can see the 300 is kind of small. Let's come up here and change that to something like 1000 point. And now you can see how big that is. Now if I want to keep the top half red and the bottom half blue, is erase the top half of the blue here and watch what comes in. Look at that. Look how cool that is. And that kind of just dissolves from red to blue. I'll turn the red off, and I deleted some of the blue from the top layer and it showed what's left underneath from the red layer. And there we go. We got a nice colorful graphic and we can save it as such. Well, that's it for this tutorial. This is Rich, calling it quits, saying over and out.